When it comes to the business of professional sports, few things stir as much passion and debate as franchise sales and relocations. And this is where the Connecticut Sun story gets particularly fascinating. For nearly 2 decades, the Mohegan tribe has owned and operated the Connecticut Sun, a cornerstone of the WNBA. But now, they find themselves locked in a high-stakes negotiation with the league over the future of the franchise. A deal that could reshape the landscape of women's basketball. At the heart of the matter, a proposed $325 million sale, which would have shattered records for the league if completed. However, the WNBA's resistance to the buyer's plans has thrown the entire process into uncertainty. So why all the drama? The potential buyer, Steve Pagliuca, a former minority owner of the Boston Celtics, has made no secret of his intention to relocate the team to Boston. This move has sparked significant pushback from the league office, which insists that relocation decisions are governed by the WNBA Board of Governors and not individual teams. Adding fuel to the fire, the league emphasized that cities like Boston, which failed to submit expansion bids during recent rounds, are not prioritized over markets that have already gone through the expansion process. It's a bold stance that raises questions about fairness, league authority, and the long-term vision for the WNBA. But here's where it gets even more complicated. The Mohegan tribe isn't just sitting back and accepting the league's position without a fight. Sources close to the situation reveal that the tribe is preparing multiple options to present to the WNBA in hopes of salvaging the deal. These include selling the franchise outright to Pagliuca's group, partnering with Mark Lasry, a former Milwaukee Bucks owner who intends to move the team to Hartford, Connecticut, or even selling a minority stake while retaining majority ownership. Another possibility? Allowing the WNBA itself to purchase the franchise for $325 million, and then relocate it from the league's smallest market. What makes this situation so intriguing is the tension between tradition and progress. On one hand, the Mohegan tribe feels it deserves the right to sell the franchise for the highest possible price, after operating it at a loss for years. On the other hand, the league is determined to protect its growth strategy, ensuring that new franchises enter the fold under controlled circumstances. This clash of priorities has left both sides frustrated, with the tribe accusing the league of presenting a one-path solution, forcing a relocation to a preferred city at a predetermined valuation. To complicate matters further, there's also the issue of arena logistics. While Pagliuca envisions TD Garden in Boston as the team's home venue, sources indicate that scheduling conflicts might require some games to be played 50 miles away in Providence, Rhode Island. Though his group remains confident this won't pose a major problem, the league appears less convinced. Meanwhile, Massachusetts Governor Maura Healey, a former college basketball player herself, has been actively advocating for a WNBA team in Boston, and she's reportedly already spoken with Bill Chisholm, the new owner of the Boston Celtics, who happens to be the league's preferred candidate for a future Boston franchise. This saga unfolds against the backdrop of a transformative era for the WNBA. Franchise valuations are skyrocketing, TV viewership is surging, and players are achieving unprecedented levels of popularity. With lucrative media rights deals on the horizon, the league is poised to become profitable for the first time in its 29-year history. Simultaneously, the WNBA is undergoing its largest expansion effort since its early days, aiming to reach a record 18 teams by 2030. Just last month, the league announced the addition of franchises in Detroit, Cleveland, and Philadelphia, all at a cost of $250 million each. For the Connecticut Sun, this presents a pivotal moment. As one of the longest-tenured ownership groups in the league, and notably, its first non-NBA affiliated owner, The Mohegan tribe is grappling with how to adapt to an increasingly competitive environment. Larger arenas, cutting-edge practice facilities, and deeper player investments are quickly becoming the norm across the league. Last season, the Sun began exploring investment opportunities, initially focusing on limited partnerships to fund infrastructure improvements. However, when Cleveland Cavaliers ownership expressed interest in acquiring the team, the tribe opted to pursue higher offers instead. That decision didn't sit well with the league, according to sources close to the negotiations. After declining Cleveland's bid, which came in slightly below the eventual expansion fee, the tribe faced what it perceives as growing antagonism from the WNBA. In April, the league sent a formal letter reminding the Sun that any sale must receive approval from the WNBA Board of Governors. Moreover, the letter reiterated restrictions, preventing the team from changing its primary playing site from Mohegan Sun Arena or shifting operations outside its designated territory, which includes a 75-mile radius around Montville, Connecticut. This rule isn't unique to the WNBA. Similar regulations exist in the NBA as well. For instance, when the Golden State Warriors moved from Oakland to San Francisco in 2019, they needed explicit approval from the NBA Board of Governors. Yet the stakes feel higher here because of the symbolic importance of the Connecticut Sun within the league. Would relocating the team to Boston or even Hartford diminish its legacy? Or is the greater risk sticking with the status quo in a small market that struggles to compete financially? As the Mohegan tribe weighs its options, several paths remain open. They could sell a minority stake and split home games between Hartford and Uncasville, self-fund a state-of-the-art practice facility, or collaborate with state officials to secure funding. Alternatively, they might choose to retain full ownership and double down on their commitment to keeping the team rooted in Connecticut. And this is the part most people miss. Beyond the financial figures and logistical challenges lies a broader conversation about identity and purpose. Should the Connecticut Sun prioritize local loyalty or embrace the allure of bigger markets? Is the league's reluctance to approve a Boston move justified, or does it stifle innovation and opportunity? These questions aren't just relevant to the Sun. They touch on fundamental issues facing the entire WNBA as it strives to balance tradition with ambition. Now we turn it over to you. Do you think the Connecticut Sun should stay put or explore relocation? Does the WNBA's approach strike the right balance between protecting its interests and fostering growth? Share your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear what you think.